The Local Show, sponsored by Victory in Motion, home of knee repair, not knee replacement, on News Radio 570 WSYR, on 106.9 FM, and live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. The Local Show features in-depth conversation with business owners, employees, and influential business leaders throughout Central New York, exploring their successes, challenges, and reasons for doing business right here in our growing community. The Local Show is produced locally by Zoe Advertising. Now your hosts, Tom and Steve.
Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. This is the 2026 summer edition of The Local Show. Yay! Almost to the dog days. I'm your host, Tom Sicoscio Jr., along with my friend and co-host, Steve Roberts. In every episode, we dive into captivating conversations with Syracuse's movers and shakers, like business owners, top executives, entrepreneurs, nonprofit organizations, and a bunch more. Brace yourself for jaw-dropping business insights and success stories. The Local Show shines the light on those business visionaries. You could combine that and be visionaries.
I like that.
Turning Syracuse into the ultimate hub for work, life, and new opportunities. We're broadcasting from the Zoe Advertising Studios, brought to you by Victory in Motion, the home of knee repair, not knee replacement. And you can see us on YouTube. Just look up Zoe Advertising. Back at it again. It's Steve Roberts' all variety show right here.
Sure, Tom. Whatever you say, Tom.
Well, now that summer's in full swing, I'm sure that bass season is set to go. So, have you been catching anything?
Yeah, actually, this last weekend I caught a couple beauties. Actually,
beauties.
Now, my dad used to get his limit. I haven't become that guy. He would get 5 and he'd be all set and he'd be all done.
Yeah, right.
But we got I got a big one that was so big when I was cleaning it was like, wow, this is big.
Yeah,
but it was fat. A couple bass, 18, 19 inches for a smallmouth.
Yeah,
big, but they're thick.
Smallmouth or largemouth?
Smallmouth.
Yeah,
smallmouth.
Very nice.
So yes, and they're in the fridge or in the freezer. I usually froze those because
good.
Yeah. So
well then, eat your protein and it's great when it comes.
We kind of drift and then we kind of fish and then we kind of take a swim and we get hot and it's that kind of stuff.
Very nice.
Summer is here and I like
the life of leisure. There you go. Well, we've got a great show for you all packed up today. It's going to be Dr. Marc Pietropaoli on, and we're going to speak to him all about Victory in Motion. That's what he owns. It's the home of knee repair, not knee replacement. A lot of people finding relief doing it his way. Dr. Marc Pietropaoli, also Italian. We probably are cousins as well. Owner of Victory in Motion, home of knee repair, not knee replacement. How are you doing?
Great. Let's keep talking about pizza and fishing.
Yeah. Well, you look fantastic. It seems like every time I see you lose a little weight, and you're thin, you're lean and mean. My grandfather Sicoscio used to say he was lean and mean. So yeah, you look at, but you're not so mean, probably to your patients at least.
I don't know as though I've lost weight either.
Did you used to be a runner?
I am a runner.
Still doing it. I know
Darn
you did
right.
bike stuff though too, right?
Mostly running.
Yeah.
I've run 7 marathons and trying to get into the London Marathon next.
Really?
Yeah, know somebody or how's that work?
No, I'm going to probably try to have to raise money, but even that you have to apply for.
Do you have to qualify? Is that a qualification thing?
No, it's like a lottery, but that was already expired, and so I am going to try to raise money for it.
And why do you want to do that?
Because I love it.
Just love it, yeah.
Isn't running, doesn't it just beat on your joints? Isn't it like people that were either carried extra weight or were runners, aren't they more prone to have repairs or challenges in their joints?
Well, there's no evidence at all that running in and of itself will cause arthritis. But if someone has really bad arthritis, it might not be the best exercise for you, but that depends. First, we got to figure out what exactly the underlying issue is. And even some people with arthritis, we get back to running if that's what they really, really want to do. And when you're a runner, it's really, really hard to go to some other type of exercise. It's very difficult to switch over, and I can speak to that for myself. So I usually give my doctor advice, and then I give my runner advice, and sometimes they're different.
So that whole race walking thing, that always looked like the weirdest thing in the world. They're all like kind of waddling, Tom. You ever see what's that all about?
Fast-paced walking.
I know nothing about that.
You know what I'm talking about? You see it?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about, but I don't really know. I don't participate in that, so I don't know a lot about it.
Did you run in high school?
No, interestingly, I played soccer, played golf, but when I was in college, most of my roommates were on the track team, so I kind of was around running all the time, and I took it up, and now I'm the only one who runs. None of those guys run anymore.
That's
It's crazy.
awesome.
None of them.
I used to run in high school over at CBA, and we'd have to run all those hills over there
Sure.
at Genesee and everything.
Cross country.
Yeah, and, well, I ran just regular track. You know, I was a sprinter, but we had to do our road work. And one of the tricks that we did in the winter, because we ran all season long, was putting socks on our hands. So you didn't wear gloves, because when you have your individual fingers, they would tend to get freezing cold. So you would put your socks over it, your tube socks, and walk around. So you'd see all these people.
We
with
just
tube
did
socks
that
on
because
it.
we were poor.
Yeah,
but
right.
I was gonna say that's a lot less expensive.
that was
now the gloves that they have for
Yeah,
running
are incredible.
are amazing.
You mentioned arthritis. How big a player is arthritis in this whole world of joint replacement and everything?
Yeah, and do you have to be predisposed to getting arthritis, or can you get arthritis from doing bad things?
Those are a lot of questions, but they're all the answer to your questions, Tom, are yes. You can be predisposed, but sometimes you can do bad things and get injured or tear your ACL or have an injury playing sports that predisposes you to getting arthritis.
Okay.
Or, people who are overweight tend to have a little bit more arthritis. People who tend to eat poorly, have an inflammatory diet, tend to be more prone to arthritis. But there is some genetics to it. Doesn't guarantee that if your mom had it, you're going to have it. But there are some genetics involved as well. So some people are a little more predisposed than other people. And that's the whole point, like trying to prevent arthritis, getting people in proactively, so losing the weight, getting on the anti-inflammatory diet, strengthening your muscles. Your muscles are your main shock absorber. So people think that, oh, you just treat old people or whatever. Well, when I first started out, people thought you're a sports medicine doctor, you're only treating young people. So it's changed as my career has. But the goal is to get people to the more proactive versus reactive. Instead of treating people after the fact, we're really trying to treat people beforehand, and that's the harder part to do, but we still do it. We get people who come in and they want to prevent, and we still have those type of people. We have people who want to get better at sports, prevent injuries, performance enhancement, and we can still do that as well, in addition to treating after the fact.
So what you eat affects arthritis. Is that what you're
Absolutely.
saying? So what should you not eat?
Well, we should wait and.
Oh, well, you know
bring
what?
it back.
We'll tease them.
We'll tease them. So
If you want to hear about the foods that you're not supposed to eat,
yes.
or the foods that you can eat to, be more lubricated, so to speak,
we'll do that.
Stick around.
So Dr. Marc Pietropaoli, Victory in Motion, the home of knee repair, not knee replacement, and a whole bunch of other things. Let's talk to you on the next set after the break here on The Local Show.